it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and we are on day 16 of Vlogmas. And then I think I'll be more in real time because I've got one last fountain ink pen to review for you guys. It's going to be my last one today. Let's go ahead and Advent unbox here, and then we will look at the Colorverse. I'll pick out my own DIY Inkvent ink, and swatchy swatch, then we'll pen review, and we'll be on our merry way. So today is exciting because my little babe, my big babe, my oldest daughter, Olivia, is actually in her school's Nutcracker. So we will go see that tonight, which will be fun. Here are some Christmas cards. So we've got Christmas parties going on next week, and we'll use these for teacher cards coming up. So let's take a peek at these. I already have one set of these, so it's nice to have two sets. We've got 3 cards, which I think will cover teachers between the 6 cards. So super cute. Of course, everything Hub and Chub Girl is adorable. Nice quality papers and then gold foiling on all of those. Super cute. I'll write each teacher a little message in there and have the girls write a message. And we are on day 16, so I'm super excited. So fun fact, we ended up switching Livy's dance studio, so we aren't doing Nutcracker this year. I haven't really talked about it because it's, you know, kind of private, kind of personal. So far, it's been a really good switch, but one of the main giant differences is she doesn't do Nutcracker. The ballet right around Christmas time, it was always chaotic the last 3 years. Both girls were in it the last 2 years, and we ended up switching. And so this is the first year in 3 years I have not been completely 100% frantic around the holidays because we're always hosting people. We're always doing Nutcracker rehearsals pretty much every Saturday from like basically almost the start of school onward. It's just been a lot calmer in that respect. Livy is in her school's Nutcracker, so we're still doing a Nutcracker. We're also going to still go see the Nutcracker. So it's still been a very festive holiday season, but I really thought we were getting away from like watching my kid in a Nutcracker. So I'm kind of thankful we still have a Nutcracker. It's just not to the, you know, the same extent as before. So anyway, I don't really want to talk about like the dance studio part of it. You know, it's a really private family decision that we had to make, and it was a really hard one. But yeah, totally changed the whole vibes around the holidays not having Nutcracker. Like that ladies' night that I went to, you know, my daughter was in practice pretty much every night of the week, plus weekends. I didn't have much of a social life this time of year, to be honest. So now I'm able to go to some of my friends' parties and go to some more of the birthday parties that we would have missed otherwise, and go to the ladies' night, Christmas random goodness. I wouldn't have been able to even fit those kind of things in because I would have been totally spent. Like even if I had that open physical time, I wouldn't have the, you know, the mental energy or whatever to go add more things to my plate. So I'm so excited about that aspect of it, just clearing everything up. And then, you know, this Nutcracker, much smaller, much less time commitment. So that part has been fine. So we are on day 16. I just put that box somewhere. I am gonna have to scrape that one off, but we're on day 16. Here we go, Eclipse Silence. Eclipse Silence is a color that captures the darkness and silence of the moment when the moon completely covers the sun, temporarily blocking out the sun's light. And we did have full coverage at the last eclipse this year, and it was awesome. The girls were jumping on the trampoline, and all of a sudden it looked like nighttime. All the birds stopped chirping. It was definitely eerily quiet. It says the darkness and silence. Totally eclipse silence, except my kids were jumping on the trampoline. And then Stella was super mad, just big mad that, you know, the sun came right back out. It wasn't a very long time where it was full coverage, but it was really neat. So I'm excited about this color. And then one I picked. So this is one I had talked about actually. I didn't realize I had put it in the Advent. This is the Robert Oster gold I was talking about. Robert Oster Aussie liquid gold, and it is a very shimmery gold. So I'm very excited about this one. I say that about every color. So yeah, it's gonna look like a bumblebee possibly with the black and gold combo here. So let's ink swatch. Making lots of noise with the chair because I'm kind of swiveling, which is not a good idea while you're filming, by the way, in case you didn't already know. I think it's pretty obvious on any of these Vlogmas videos where I'm like all over my chair, leaning forward, leaning back, making all sorts of ruckus. But oh well. Every time I move, the chair just makes noise. That's annoying. So pretty this one is. Jam-packed full of glitter too. I can't wait to see it dry for you guys. Very beautiful color. It's one like just dark enough to not be really hard to see on the paper when you write with it. So It's a good one. There's that, and then Eclipse Silence. I wanted to say Eclipse Science. I don't know why. Just Eclipse Silence seems like a tongue twister. Okay, this one. I do love all these rich color tones they're having the last little bit of time. That one definitely looks black. So I found Rover, which is still in my TWSBI Diamond 580 Iris, my titanium oxide looking TWSBI. And this is another possible contender for that dark neutral color. Right now, Hades is my front runner for like a great basic black. This one, really pretty. I would like to see how this sheens up, but looks good. This one is not round at all. I'm trying to make it a little bit rounder. I don't know that that helped very much at all. But yeah, very deep dark, nice saturated color. There you go. I will come back and we will look at these when they dry down. So let's go ahead and hop into today's main event, the last of my fountain pen reviews. I have had a lot of fun filming these little clips on the fountain pens. Alrighty, I am back for another pen review. I am reviewing the TWSBI Diamond 580 Iris, and the Iris is the color of this one. It's the titanium oxide color, and I love the rainbow hardware. It is a screw cap. And the nib is so pretty. Look at that. So these ones will come with various ones. I know there's like a blue nib and hardware one. There's other options. There's some silver plain options. This is a piston filler pen, and this one is called Diamond. And I think part of it is because like this has lots of facets and it does look very, very cool. It's a really pretty looking pen. As far as performance, it writes really beautifully. It's a great pen. I would consider this one my second favorite pen, only behind the TWSBI Eco because of the price point. This is like an $85 price point versus a $30 price point. I don't know that you're getting $50 more performance or quality or enjoyment out of this pen. It just happens to be a really pretty pen. So I got it specifically for the titanium oxide rainbow. It's on the nib too, which is super fun, but I happen to really like this pen. But honestly, I don't really notice that much difference between it and the Eco, except just aesthetics. Like performance-wise, they both write beautifully. This one's just at a higher price point and it looks a little bit fancier. And so yeah, love this pen. It's definitely one of my recommendations if you're willing to drop the money. It's a gorgeous pen. And I say that like 80 bucks in the fountain pen world is not super duper expensive. I've seen like $4,000 pens, which is insane to me. I could never fathom, like none of my pens are over 100 bucks, right? Like I'm still sticking in the very cheap range as far as fountain pens go. This one is one of the higher priced ones that I've purchased and I love it. It's beautiful. I love the little facets, how they catch the light differently, and the rainbow just can't be beat. So I love this one. It is a piston filler and it's just nice to be able to see your ink. I do prefer piston fillers. So that one is definitely like one of my top pens. Even if I get lots more pens, this will probably still always be up there as one of my top faves because it's just so pretty. And it writes really well. I've never had any issues with it whatsoever. So I hope you guys like this mini review of the TWSBI Diamond 580 Iris. Okay, the lighting up here is terrible because it is very overcast and rainy, just a drizzly day. I am so excited to look at these. I've already seen the Aussie liquid gold before, but this just has a really neat, almost metallic looking sheen on there. Let's see this side. And this part still looks wet right there, but it is dry. It doesn't feel sticky. Just very, very dark, sheeny black. Really pretty. So let's do the dip pen writing and then we'll check out the writing sample. I am knee deep in all the things today. I ended up working on all of the balloons, got them all done, and now working on Christmas cookies. And we're gonna go to a Christmas cookie decorating party here very soon. And I am spent. I'm excited to see my friends and hang out. I am tired. I'll be excited about appetizers and chatting time. These are some of my best buddies. Just a Christmas cookie decorating party. Oh, I ran out. I am tired, ready to rest and not have anything to think about. Just wrote the name and not the brand. That color is gorgeous and it's just dark enough, I feel like, that you can still read it really well. Yellow is one of those tricky ones. I haven't ordered very many yellows because I've had plenty of like yellow highlighters and yellow gel pens in the past. I'm like, I don't like to purchase yellow things just because they're hard to read, but this one just dark enough to be very easily legible. Okay, this one, super excited to see how this one writes. It looks gorgeous, just like a nice solid sheeny black. This is definitely one you don't want to spill because it is super saturated. Super duper dark there. Really pretty. That one's not quite all the way dry, but the Robert Oster is just beautiful. Love the light to all the dark. Really pretty. And then on the TRP, I feel like you get, you know, very similar color variation on the yellow. And then there's just a few parts on here that aren't quite all the way dry, but it doesn't look nearly as metallic and sheeny as this sample. So writing it just has the tiniest bit of sheen, and it's just a nice deep dark black, like true black. I don't see much of anything as far as variation on that. I'll call both of these good. I hope you guys liked today's video. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe and follow me along, and I will be back here for day 17 tomorrow. Have a great day.